back in 2004, started going to a Free Methodist church. Prior to that, I was not going to church anywhere. But I really felt like I wanted God in my life. And so when I was there, it wasn't exactly what I was looking for. I felt like when I went into the church, I was going to find a way, and I was going to be changed. And that's not what I found. I found people living different than what I would see them on Sunday. And I didn't want that. I was tired of me, and I wanted me to change. And so probably about 8 months, not quite 8 months, but about 8 months after I started going to the church, we had gone to my dad's house for dinner. And during dinner that night, he basically told me that he was not a part of Christianity. And when he told me that, it was like an experience where what I had been feeling, the unhappiness, the things that I was seeing in the church, it made sense to me. And I remember sitting there and asking my dad, I said, because he was talking about sheep and goats and how the sheep would hear the voice of God. And I said, how will I know if I'm a sheep? And he said, well, ask Jesus to show you how much he loves you. So I did that night. I went home and I said, Jesus, how much do you love me? But that night I had a dream I was speaking in tongues. But many months went by, and I was seeking the Holy Ghost. I didn't know at the time that's what I was doing, but if I felt to change something or do something, I would do it. And so we went to a meeting. I felt like if I left there that night without the Holy Ghost, that I was going to die. I was so unhappy and so miserable that I would just die. And the meeting felt like it was coming to an end, but Gary started playing a song about, do you want the Holy Ghost? And I remember sitting there and I was like, yes. And we had prayed, and I had in that meeting had told God, I will do whatever I need to do. I just need this. I need this Holy Ghost. I need to know that you're real. And I remember sitting there listening to that song, and I said, Lord, if this is where you want me, somebody in this room, and I didn't know anybody but my dad and Susie and my sisters, and I said, somebody in this room will put their arms around me. But before I could get the thought out, I felt these arms come around me from behind, and it was Sister Betty. And it's like the floodgates opened, and I started crying and doing whatever it was that, there was somebody in front of me, and this person started singing Bye Bye Black Sheep. And so I started singing Bye Bye Black Sheep. And when I started buying like a lamb, I started speaking in tongues. And what's sweet about it is I had asked my dad that night, that many months before, how will I know if I'm a sheep? And I received the Holy Ghost bowing like a lamb.